Previously on Dark Times Duality.
I discovered where Tana was trying to lead me. It's called the Temple of Spirits, and it stores various artifacts and relics.
Why not send the prisoners in as bait?
Thorin would have wanted me to go.
Something's off with Xanthus.
The corruption reached the surface a year ago. This place is the only remaining safe haven, and if the corruption reaches here, it's over.
Are you sure this is the right place?
Shh! Get down!
You know Davrin is still bound to you, right?
So I would have to transfer Davrin's soul to somebody else?
No, you can transfer him into the stasis within the machine.
Red's most likely trapped in there.
I see her! I see her! No! Please! Bryce! I beg you!
What was that?
You.
Mr. Sparkles! I'm coming for you! The connection's been breached! We lost him!
We gotta get out before the knights come back and this whole damn thing collapses!
Wait!
It's Vance.
I don't think that's a good idea!
Can we talk? What in Gistrief were you doing in Bryce's head? This whole time, it was you, wasn't it, who helped him get out of prison?
Xanthus was the only person I could count on to get me here, seeing as I had anvils to hold over his head. Marty, I'm sorry. You were my pawn. I took your mother away, hurt you, broke you. I changed Bryce, I failed my knights, I killed thousands, and for what? A petty revenge? I lived a millennia of pain when forgiveness was around the corner. I'm here to say I'm sorry for everything. And I'm also here in the heat of my own selfishness. Directing Bryce's wife, Tana, to break him out, also I could see my red again.
She was your light.
My fiancée before she passed. I was so close to seeing her again.
How long has it been?
Over a millennium. And if not for Bryce's betrayal, the streak would have ended today. This void, this matrix, made me feel simply dead, but upon exit, I carried the weight of a lifelong stay inside a void of endless despair.
Well, maybe it's not too late. After all, the last time I saw you, we were standing on somewhat of a common ground, eh?
No, it's too late!
I've understood for a while why you did what you did. That doesn't make it right, but I'm willing to put it past us. The whole reason I came to the Temple of Spirits was to better myself, and it's never too late for you to right your wrongs.
You have a very forgiving heart, Marty. Truly. But there's no way I could forgive myself. Not after everything.
All I ask is that you help me become strong enough again to take on the corruption, not to mention Bryce.
Corruption, huh? Corruption is a tricky one, but more importantly, you can't take on Bryce already?
I've fallen far. I've held a mere title for a decade, and it's time I own it.
Such can be arranged.
Everything all right?
Dez, is it possible with the Matrix and all to put both Red and Vance in my head?
You'd go brain dead.
Damn it!
But you can release both of them as ghosts.
There's something, then nothing, glimmer of hope disappearing, abstraction, heart stopping, the evil nearing the mountain, just chaos, no order, seek answers underwater. can't see. This duality, our glasses can't flip anymore. What's left is reality, the mess of which everyone wishes ignored. Insanity is what's become of those meant to restore. Resistance is fantasy, existence will slowly fade forevermore. Treason to the keys, left in place to freeze. If you can't receive this
It's this button?
Right on.
Red.
Vance? Hey, is everything okay? 1 second I was battling on the summit grounds, and now I'm wondering why I'm in the Temple of Spirits. Not to mention, why am I see-through?
We're both dead, honey.
Sacrifices must be made to win a war. So, did we win? Please don't tell me that's the Imperium cut in half? Where's the summit?
It fell and crashed down after you were impaled. I couldn't find you as the island fell, but best believe I tried. It wasn't until after the crash that I found you dead in the wreckage. You died from the sheer magical explosion of the crash.
How long has it been?
About 1,000 years?
Everything I have built! Everything we have built! What? Is it, Vance, is it all gone? Vance, just, you cannot be serious, please, no!
I'm afraid we'll need a minute.
Take as long as you need.
Marty, thank you for everything.
It's all my fault. It's my fault.
No, it's not, Xyla. I warned him, and he chose his pride over his brain.
And now the only leverage we had is gone. You're not responsible for Zoo's death, but you are responsible for their escape.
You should have stayed here from the start.
I accomplished my mission. You clearly did not.
You brought back a fucking teddy bear?
It's more than meets the eye. A bear totem. Now, find it a home while I clean up your mess.
I can't lose another.
You were someone that I could respect, kind of man with malintent. You chose power over acclaim. Crush of soul I underwent. Death turned me into a magic divine, up against the key of life. Oh, forever known by the name Vance's best savior knight. You don't have to fear that I'm here. Show yourself I'm sincere. Don't hold back, cause I swear this offer we can share. I know that you're there. Oh, Davern Hendrix, don't be a dipshit. You know I'm the killer of Vance, so answer the question, could we perfect it? Take my apprenticeship. Vance had me as a pawn in his plan to avenge his loverette, but I'm no slave in Vance's game, so I played by my rules instead. When you reached out to me that one night, power filled me with your might. Oh, how unjustly you took the blame. Guilty Vance near got away. You don't have to fear that I'm here. Show yourself I'm sincere. Don't be scared, we can pair up and take down life. I know that you're there. Davern Hendrix, off with the bullshit. You know I'm the killer of Vance, so let's do it again. We can perfect it. Take my apprenticeship.
Oh, I'm not looking to think. Killing Vance was possibly the worst thing you could have done.
How so?
Did you think that somehow killing Vance would grant you the mantle of death, so you could take on Marty?
I did, but as you can see, that didn't happen.
And it never would have. That's not how the keys work.
However...
Oh, great Davern Hendrix, make me your apprentice. I know you won't regret it this time.
What's in it for me?
Anything. I'm your apprentice.
Now I've got some questions for you. In my time locked up, rumors had it you left Marty's mind willingly, and yet, just a little bit ago, he unbound himself from you at the Temple of Spirits. There must have been a reason you stayed.
Your lack of knowledge is on full display.
Then tell me. I've got time.
And what's in it for me?
What are you looking to get out of this?
My family.
So it sounds like you've got more than one purpose here, eh?
There's too many to count. I don't know what it is about this place, but it makes me feel like I belong.
It was Mr. Sparkles, trust me. Everything's gonna go downhill now that he's gone.
Yeah, right.
So, I've been thinking, if you're gonna be training with Vance for a while, don't you think a training outfit suits you?
Well, what kind of outfit are we talking? Oh, God! I am not wearing that.
Come on, why not?
It's just not my style. I think the whole most of my skin showing thing looks better on you than it would on me.
Oh, you never know till you try.
Des, there's nothing you can say that can convince me.
I'll give you a cookie.
This cookie better be worth it.
Oh, you look great. You should sport it.
I don't know.
Hey, Marty. Nice outfit.
See? I told you.
Fine.
We'll get you back to normal if you still don't like it in a few days. Everything all right?
Yeah. Thanks, Des.
It's been my pleasure. Now, enjoy.
Holy fuck! That's good!
Your time is nearly up. Any last words?
Vance killed me at the Battle of the Summit because I killed his fiancée. I hoped that my death would be the end of his wrath, but I was wrong. I watched as he destroyed my island and murdered my family, only sparing one life, which at the time I did not know. That life belonged to Marty. Vance stole him from me and kept him from aging long enough for me to forget what he even looked like. Years ago, when I reached my power out to Marty, I always knew there was something else there that drew me to him. Time went on and we worked well enough together, until Vance corrupted him. Enough was our partnership, and we mutually blocked out.
How are you going to get your family back if Marty is what's left?
Oh, I've been trying for months. As much harm as the world corruption is causing, I believe it can be used to my advantage. But I cannot do it alone.
I'll throw this back at you then. What's in it for me?
I may know how to get what you want. You can become the Death Key. Or even something greater.
I'm listening.
Have we any word on Marty and the captain's return?
Not yet.
Damn it. And what about the sword?
Nothing but the same pulsations as before.
Thank you, bartender. All right, everyone, divert your attention here. We have seen firsthand that Bryce Corell and the remaining Xavian Knights have escaped prison and are taking refuge on an island known as the Eclipse, where they are likely to build up strength before coming back for vengeance. Most of you have never fought these criminals before, and let me tell you, you don't want to. Everyone needs to do their part to secure Maplewood immediately. We must assume they attack tonight.
Quinn!
What is it, Dani?
We're too low on resources to defend against their attack. I have a better idea. Will you hear me out?
I'm still in my thoughts about everything, but my current theory is that Vance's death was a direct cause of the world's corruption. There was a balance between the life and death elements when both Marty and Vance were alive, and now there's only Marty. I believe the corruption is the world's attempt to fill in for the missing death element.
But that can't add up, right? Vance existed for centuries with no life key to keep the elements balanced. It was just you and your life orb.
That's the part I'm still wondering about. But regardless of the cause, the world is in a state of crisis, and we need to use it to our advantage. If the corruption is as I've theorized, we can use it to make you the death key.
So how the hell is a life key gonna know how to make me a death key?
I've done substantial research into this matter during the time I was still bound to Marty. If you hadn't killed Vance, maybe he would have considered you to continue his mantle. Marty became live through a soul transfer with a consenting key, which we can't do either. So we'll have to do it illegally. It's called a bloodbind.
What do I have to do?
You need to find Vance's heir, whoever that may be, and retrieve a vial of blood from them. And that's the easy part. The hard part is going to be finding the death orb, which has been lost since Vance's death.
And the last thing to touch Vance in the death element was the sword, which could lead to an answer. Not to mention the great defense against Marty if he ever finds out what we're up to.
Exactly.
The sound of returning to that dump Maplewood grinds my teeth, but the power potential is deafening.
And don't forget, once you obtain the sword, you need to work on your end of the deal.
And what does that entail?
You need to tamper with a few things in the Temple of Spirits.
Oh fuck, we're really walking too past to hell with this shit.
And to get there, you'll have to bargain with the Void Key.
I'd like to formally introduce you to my fiancé.
Welcome back, and good to meet you. Is everything okay now?
For the most part, yes. Apologies for earlier. A bit of an existential crisis. There's no need for that, Inamra. Your lineage just kept this place running well.
Thank you.
Now, Marty, if I am to get you back on your feet again, it's best if we begin with how you got, well, off your feet.
I think it was grief. The loss of my best friend, then the loss of our potential alliance, and then the loss of my father, which led to the loss of myself. I resorted to drinking any alcohol I could get my hands on, even so far as to move in with the town's literal bartender. I stayed in a state of emptiness for many months, until Des led me here.
Well, let's, see what you can do now. Conjure me a blast.
Not possible.
Okay, we can work with that. How about show me your wings? No. Pop them out.
Yeah, I can't do that either.
Oh, great Gistreef. Des, come here. Punch him.
I'm not doing that.
Do it. Seriously. Oh boy, that even looked like you were trying.
Yeah, we're doomed.
Honey, I think we just have to look at it from another angle. Maybe he needs something to specifically ignite that spark of life magic in him again. Something such as elemental crossing.
You know we can't do that. After what happened to me?
But if used in moderation, elemental crossing could benefit him greatly.
What is elemental crossing?
It's a very obscure magical tactic Red and I discovered long ago, where a key of a certain element can channel magic of another element. For example, Red was once able to wield water as merely a fire guy, Any key could do it if taught, but it's only Red and I know how.
My ears have never been blessed with such gold. Oh, you're going to have to tell me everything about it, because there is not a single mention of this in any of my studies.
And what's the catch?
If you aren't careful, you can end up on the cuckoo side. I'm talking real cuckoo.
That might be too great a risk for me right now. I can't afford to go insane.
I'll make sure that doesn't happen, and so will they.
I appreciate that, I really do. But is there anything you can teach me about my own power? I don't think going insane is something I'm willing to risk, at least not yet.
There were some things your father left out of your teachings, so I suppose we could start there. Title the page, How to Make Clones.
What?
You brought back a literal fucking teddy bear. I tested this motherfucker for any magical connections, to which it has 0. So either you lied about what you were doing at this temple of spirits, or the teddy bear wasn't what you were looking for.
You're right, Xyla. I should have told the truth. Which is, I was looking for the sword. I wanted all the possible leverage we could have against Marty and his friends. But believe it or not, when I stepped into Maplewood, I could feel its presence. And Marty was nowhere to be found. Meaning the sword is up for grabs.
Then why the fuck wouldn't you just tell us that?
I believe the sword has the knowledge we need to continue Vance's legacy.
And how do you know that?
It's been calling to me. It tells me I am not the heir to Vance, but that I am who Vance would have chosen.
Bullshit.
Well, we're going to Maplewood, and you can see for yourselves. We're gonna leave an hour after sunset, and we'll arrive sometime in the middle of the night. We'll sail through the swamplands, so as not to call attention to the docks. Once we arrive, your penance for Zoo's death is to find the sword and take it, whilst I maneuver the ship towards the docks to pick you up. If they're smart, they'll have a constant defensive watch for the sword, but we cannot overestimate what we're dealing with. Use your new weapon sparingly in case a bad situation gets worse.
I envy the way you flawlessly manipulate.
I owe my victory to Vance. Simply saying his name will make him chase it like dogs.
Make one sound when I uncover your mouth and you'll be dead before the sound can travel.
Where is the sword being held?
Where are those two? Say your prayers now, Davrin.
The targets are getting closer to the sword.
Does that mean the plan is working?
I think so.
Stick to the plan, Bryce.
They're on to us.
Must have been a trap to scare us off.
Bryce was right.
It was never this frail.
Predictable.
Hands in the air! I said hands in the air!
Idiot.
You are a disgrace to the Knights!
I can do better. I know I can.
You know your family is a cult.
You know what you have to do.
Yet I can't do it!
You must find your air. Find your air. Find the air.
No!
What the hell? Hey! Please, just take it, Rio!
Next time, we won't hold back.
I had visions again. This time relating to finding Vance's heir.
Okay, well, I lost the sword, so we've got to go get it back.
Fucking Gistreef.
Dani, Quinn!
Good thinking.
You were right about the sword. I was entranced when a voice told Vance to find an heir. I believe that was his last mission.
And now it's our duty to fulfill it.
You've done well, but you were caught. There's likely a small army on your trail. We need a decoy. Give me the sword and I'll hold them off. You secure Vance's mission.
But I thought you were too good to sacrifice yourself.
For Thorin.
For Thorin.
For Thorin.
Let's finish what he started. Together.
I can't believe
That worked. I played those buffoons like a drum. They'll be 3 steps behind me now in finding the heir.